Hey everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at Atlantis for the Intellivision. Or is it New Atlantis? Well, whatever. It's a fun shooting game for the Intellivision, and it has some cool cooperative modes. But let's take a look at the controller first. This is it with the overlay. We got the start, reset button. The middle line we have different difficulties. The yellow blotches, which I think are supposed to be cities, you can choose the number of players, and this bottom button down here lets you control the saucer. The buttons on the side are your fire buttons, and the disc says weapons control. Alright, so that's the overlay for Atlantis, or New Atlantis. So let's take a look at the gameplay. Okay. It's nice, it's bright, it gets to the point. We'll do one player, level, we'll start off with one. Wait, level? Oh, easy. Okay, I guess that's level's easy. I thought that would have been, difficulty, but whatever. Hit the disc. But it's very nice, bright, great graphics. I'm moving the crosshair with the disc. And I'm hitting the side buttons to shoot. It feels very much like Missile Command. I hit the top button for the one on the left to shoot. I hit the bottom button for the one on the right to shoot. If I hit that saucer button on the bottom, I can control the saucer. I can shoot to the right. I can shoot to the left. Different levels change different time periods. The all-night sequence is pretty cool because you can only see the enemies when they're in the spotlights. But overall, yeah, this is Atlantis. I did say earlier it was cooperative. I'm sorry, it's not cooperative. It's actually, you take turns and you battle each other for the high score. It's pretty fun though. The controls aren't the best because it is a little difficult. Keep hitting the side buttons. You can't really hit it a lot. You can't very hit it excessively. Just the placement of the buttons. Now, when you're using the saucer, that number on the bottom goes down. When it goes down all the way, you lose it, and you do get it back over time. And then when you put it back, the number goes back up. Now, you can take the saucer and you can actually crash, and you can lose it that way too. So I think that's kind of cool. And game's over when you lose all your cities, all your Atlantean cities. So, yeah, we're trying to defend Atlantis from aliens, spacecrafts, whatever it is. So, that's Atlantis. Now, they did make Atlantis for the Atari 2600. Once again, it's made by iMagic. Now this is the 2600 version. Seems standard and everything. Looks very similar to the box for the Intellivision. But it looks very different from the cartridge. Because wait a second. There's a ship coming down, shooting the city, but here it is. It's the same picture, but it's got a different color scheme. Weird. And then you got the rainbow on the top, and the rainbow on the bottom. I don't know, weird, whatever. No one cares. So let's take a look at the 2600 version. And there we go. You can see there's not as much to it, and I don't have a saucer this time. Instead, I can shoot from one of three things. If I just hit the button, I can shoot from the middle thing, which actually just got destroyed, so I can't do that anymore. If I hold the joystick to the right and press the fire button, the one to the right will fire. If I hold the joystick to the left and hit the button, the one on the left fires. So it's kind of cool. Like, you can just choose one of 3 targets to shoot from and go with that. Other than that, same game. Graphics aren't as good, capabilities aren't as good. Like I said, there's no saucer. Oh, I got my middle gun back. And there we go. Now, iMagic actually did have a tournament to find out who the best player is for Atlantis. Not the Intellivision version. The 2600 version. But the problem is, too many people actually got the maximum score. So, iMagic released a copy called Atlantis 2 to the players. And it was pretty much the same game, except the enemies were harder, they were faster, and they gave you less points. So they could try to actually determine a real winner. Thing is, the box for this Atlantis 2 had a white sticker across from it that said Atlantis 2. Other than that, it was the same exact box. Even the cartridge was the same. There's very few differences from the regular Atlantis cartridge and the rare Atlantis 2 cartridge. I heard one is way in it. And that's a little weird. The only other way is by playing the game and finding out what kind of font your score has. A regular font is the rare version. The stylized font is the original. Now, you're talking about this game right here. If this has the regular font, it can be worth thousands of dollars. If it has the stylized font, maybe $1 or $2. Can this be one of the rare lost treasures of the Atari 2600? All I have to do is shoot an enemy and pay attention to that score. Gotta hit something first. It's a stylized font. The game's only worth a few bucks. But that's the problem. There's no way to really tell, just by looking at the cartridge, which is the rare one and which is the common one. There's no way to tell. But that's the best way to tell is by that font. So, game's not valuable, but it is fun. If you have an Atari, you have an Intellivision, I'd say pick up one of these games, because Atlantis is a pretty cool game.